Irene here. I hope that as you see this video on my 40-day fast, that maybe some of you may be apt to maybe want to try fasting, even if it's one day out of the week. I'm nothing but just juices. You know, you could do pineapple juice, red grape juice, green juices, whatever your body asks you. It's just a beautiful way to come back into joy and happiness. I'm on my 14th day, and I wanted to give you a recap of my from 11th to 14th and the different things that have been taking place. I'm just so, the only word that I could use is, I guess, euphoria. The joy is so extreme that it's just amazing. I just finished giving myself, actually not giving myself, but I went to get a massage done. And it was just fabulous. Massages actually help your lymphatic system to clear out as well. So during the fast, especially if you're going to do one this long, it's good to maybe do a colonics, do a massage, make sure you're out in nature. Today I picked, it's still the same park that I always love to come to, because the name of it is a dream park, and it is like being in a dream when I'm out here or at any park, but this is my favorite park. And I picked the pine trees to be in between. The pine trees are just revered for being very enlightenment, having a lot of light to them and a lot of wisdom. So with that said and done, I want to recap what's been happening over the last 4 days. Remember, always, like I mentioned, it's a higher form of consciousness. Be writing things down that you experience. And there's been several things, so I want to be able to make sure that I cover them all. One of the things that I've been doing is I've been testing my adrenals and my thyroids and my blood pressure and my weight as well. I really don't want to talk much about weight, because when you do a fasting, it should be for health, detoxing, and for spirituality. And if you want to call it that as your reward, you will lose the weight, but those are the main issues that you want to do it for: healing and detoxing, and for spirituality. Make sure that that's the reason that you're doing the fast. Well, my thyroids have actually gotten better, even though they weren't really bad per se, but there's a way of testing the thyroids first thing in the morning, and I wanted to share that with you. The very first thing in the morning, you have to have a thermometer with the mercury in it, and what you do is first thing in the morning before getting up, you put it under one of your arms underneath, and you leave it there for 10 minutes. And when you take the temperature, if it's less than 97, then you know you have maybe some issues with your thyroids. It should be running at 97.8 or above that, okay? And that's a good number for you to know. The adrenals is the same thing. My adrenals actually, from the fall, I think it took a little bit of a backseat, and of course because of the trauma that I took. But now they're steadily getting better, and the way you test those is you lay down for 5 minutes, and you take your blood pressure after those 5 minutes, and then you immediately stand up and take your blood pressure again. If your blood pressure falls any more than if it's any more than between 1 and 10, your adrenals are functioning poorly. If it's over 10, your adrenals are exhausted. If your blood pressure goes up, your adrenals are fine. I would say most of the people's adrenals out there, because of stress-related things that happen to them and just surviving at this time, may have a little bit of adrenal exhaustion. So fasting is another way to help you along with that. I see my numbers going up as well. Again, I don't want to. I will tell you that I've lost 10 pounds since I did this, but that shouldn't be the reason that you're choosing to do this. I chose to do this 40-day fast because I was inspired to do so in order to heal the fall. You know, my kidney and my rib where I got bruised. And by the way, all that is healed. I'm back, so it's fabulous. Some of the things that I've experienced is both on a physical and also emotional level. I've released some anxiety that was very, very deep to the core that I didn't even know that was there, and that was released very quickly. My stomach for a while, right inside the rib cage, it was hurting for a while, And what I did with that, and I didn't bring today to show you, I will show you in the next video, is I used a flat crystal. I put one here and another one here, and three of them on my belly. And I really pretty well took care of it. Remember, the crystals are at a higher vibrations. So that really took care of that, and that went out the door. And that's just your digestive system healing and getting used to it. Along with that, I ended up getting some gas where it felt like I had gas stuck. And that's another sign of releasing any deep embedded emotions that are stuck within you, coming out. Also, your digestive system and nervous system returning back to its natural state. Don't be scared at that. What I did is I'm a Reiki master, so I did some energy on my chest and on my stomach, and then I started releasing that gas, and that lasted for a half a day, and then I was fine. Understand that you got to be in the mindset that you're not going to die, you're not going to starve, and this is just a process of your body detoxing, coming back to its natural state. I release, sometimes I get aches here. I don't know if anybody out there sometimes wears their shoulders on their like earrings from stress, and we're not nicely relaxed. And if you don't do meditation and also relaxation for your muscles, that could play a part. I tend to hold some of my tension here, even though I know how to release it throughout the day. And all that is gone. It's softer here. Remember that as you're drinking, I'm drinking coconut water, but even if you do a juice fast, your body gets softer. Your body's not supposed to be cement. It's not supposed to be hard. It gets hard because of the foods that you eat. So that is all gone. This is much softer. When I did my massage today, my massage therapist saw how much better that was. And also the other thing that plays into that is I had my tonsils taken out. Well, your tonsils are supposed to be there for lymphatic drainage. So I understand now how it is that this area could get very congested. And that has gotten better since I've been on the fast. My tongue, which had a crack on it, crack going down, and that's kind of symbolic of some maybe toxicity in your liver. That is actually healing. The coat of my tongue is still white, but it's getting better and better every day, and that is healed. My meditation is better. I could get deeper. I have more energy than I know what to do with. You would think that 14 days without food, that I will be wanting to sleep, and no, I've got tenfold energy. And remember that every time you eat, the energy is going to digest and also extract all the toxicity out of your body via waste. And so you use a lot of energy. That's why you get sleepy after you have a cooked meal. If you're doing more raw foods, that's not the case. You still keep your energy, but you're still digesting. When you fast, that stops and you got all your energy. So you tend to, I'm a runner, and you tend to want to go run a marathon. And what I'm doing is just getting out of nature and walking fast instead of running until I'm done with my fast. The other thing is I found is that I'm less thirsty. Now the body's done with the food. And in the beginning, I was drinking a whole half a gallon of coconut water a day. My body's not asking much as it was then. It's accumulated enough, I guess, fluids within in order to not be so thirsty anymore. So you will see that process. And then one of the big ones that I would like to explain is that I've been able to get in touch with the difference of hunger and mind hunger. The body hunger versus the mind hunger. And I've realized that in my head, sometimes I see the fruits and I want to go eat this or that, but I'm not hungry. My hunger right now is nil. I am not hungry. Whatever I may be wanting, it's in my head. So there's a big difference. This is very, very good for people that have addictions out there. That get in touch with what hunger really is, because my body has not gotten to that space where it's really asking from the throat and saliva and wanting the food. It's just a mindset. So when we eat junk foods, the circuitry in your brain changes. especially with salts and fats and sugars. So that three combination becomes very addictive, and it changes your circuitry in your brain in order to keep you craving and coming back, especially the fast food restaurants. So getting in touch with that, which is just beautiful. Again, I can't say it enough because it's important for you all to hear this. Is it the body is hungry, or is it the mind that's hungry? I know a lot of people out there, even if they're hungry or not, they'll say, oh wait, it's noontime, let's go eat lunch. And they're just eating even when they're not hungry. So this puts you in touch with that setting of knowing when you need to eat or what your body really needs to eat, and be more aware of it. And that's pretty well it, folks. I very pleased that you're all looking at this and enjoying my journey. I can't say enough how loving, self-loving, that love between the light and myself, which one of the things that came through to share to all of you is that self-love connected to the light of the source is the unison to keep you in joy when you listen to the guidances. It's just amazing. As I came into the park, I'm like, where do I need to put this video today? And they asked me to come and do it in between the pine trees, which I tend to meditate here between the pine trees. It's very enlightening. So start today to listen. Start today to write. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just sharing with you that these are the things that are going to brighten up your day. Yesterday I visited my parents, and we got to share. It was just amazing, some of the things we shared. And when I left there, I told them, thank you so much for giving me this life of joy, because I'm living it to the fullest. And that's what happens when you're in the present moment. You live it to the fullest. Live your life to the fullest. Enjoy it. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy the animals. Enjoy the nature. Enjoy. Enjoy. Listen to those words. Change the E to an I. Live in joy. So you're enjoying your beautiful life. The beautiful soul light that you are. I love you all, like always. My heart to yours, that we become one in unison with the source, in light, with love. We share that love and light. Irene.